Welcome to the Affinity Sports League Administrator Access for Florida State Soccer Association. When you log in with your secured username and password, you will see your name listed here along with the league that you're associated with. We are starting off for the 2016-2017 season. When you log in, you will see a left-hand navigation listed with leagues, league details, team, players and administrators, ID cards, event manager, game schedule, reports, email blast, sign out, and technical support. On the top, you'll see your leagues and teams, tournament and gaming, and my account. You first want to click on leagues from the left-hand navigation. The system will default to your league associated with your district. Once you select your league, you first want to click on the Security tab. This is where you will set up your access along with other additional board members. I am logged in as Natalie Demo. If I select the Edit option, it'll show you my personal information and my level of access. A league registrar or an administrator in our system has full access to do everything such as create teams, put players on teams, print cards, and rosters. If you needed to update your username and password, you would do so here. User type, this is where you could set up your president, treasurer, competitions director, anybody that you want to have access to your information. You might want to modify their role by only selecting league board member. This gives them viewing rights to the data, but they're not able to update or make any changes. Your board member might be responsible for sending email notifications, running reports, or viewing rosters, but they can't make any changes to the player or team official information. After you have set up your users, you will select the Registration tab. Underneath registration, you have season, custom fields, level of play, and so on. Here you want to click on level of play. This is where you set up your play levels. On the right-hand side, you would select co-ed, type in co-ed, and give it a play level code. Once you create that, you would opt into the season. So this is derived from the state association. Co-ed, open, over 30, 50, 60, 65, but you also might want to modify and call it whatever you'd like. So Friday night 11v11. So you have the ability to change anything you'd like associated with the open play level or co-ed or anything that the state recognizes. After you create your play levels, you will click on the Season sub-tab. Click on 2016-2017, and this is our age matrix. So since Friday night is under the category of open, you can be anywhere from 18 to 90 years old. Once you have selected your play levels, you want to check off coach and administrator and player application types. You would do the same if you have over 40, co-ed, maybe you have a men's only league, women's only. You pretty much have full flexibility to call it whatever you'd like. Once you have set that up, you want to click Update. That is all you do at the league level. The next area is League Details. You can either click on it from the left-hand navigation or use this little down arrow on the right. Once you go down to the League Details, you have to do a redundant step. It defaults to the sub-tab Season. You click on 16-17, and then you reselect all of your play levels and age groups. Again, you want to make sure Show Application Types are selected. Everything else on this page is related to online registration. So if you choose to use Affinity Sports as your online registration provider and you want your players to register online, we recommend that you contact Affinity Sports for setup and instructions. There are different layers and different options that you can do for adult online registration. You can have individual players, you can do team registration, and so we'd like to talk through what works best for your league. Once you've updated your season area, you click Update. Once you do that, this additional area is where we walk you through with an Affinity Sports rep. Custom fields is where you can set up additional gathering tools, questions you want to ask your membership to fill out during online. So you can set up radio buttons, drop-down lists, check boxes. Fees is where you set up your registration fees. So you might have different fees for co-ed versus your open or your women's league. You can set up mandatory fees and optional fees. We also offer payment plans. You would set up your fees for each one of your divisions. If you offer any kind of discounts, you can set up promotional codes. Maybe you offer some sort of discount if you have multiple players in the same family registering. Otherwise, you don't have to use this discount feature. Messaging is where you would update any confirmation emails that are sent to your players after they register online. Player registration thank you is where you would set that up. Content is where you control the look and feel of your online registration. So you can change your background color, upload a graphic or a header, any ads or sponsorships. And again, we recommend that you contact us for assistance for setup. All right, next is team on the left-hand side. This is where you will create your teams. The system will default to your league. You select your league detail and then the play level. So this team is going to be a co-ed. So that will be, I'll just make it a male team, and we'll call this the Mustangs. The system will create a unique team identification number, and then you hit Add Team. Edit Details. And now I have these tabs across the top to complete my team. So you can use Team Create to create one team at a time, or you can use the matrix. The matrix is a way for you to quickly batch create your teams and then simply update the team name. So I've got I'll say two girls and two boys, open 3, and over 40 I have 1. So finish, and the system will give me an overview of the 8 teams that I've just created. Then you would click on the team ID number and update the team name. This will be the Panthers. And hit update. I'm going to click back on team on the left-hand side, and I'm going to search for all teams in my league. It says I have 40 teams. You can adjust your page size setting. You can filter by play type. So I want to see all my open teams only. You can filter by gender as well as age group. You can email from this screen. You simply click on this envelope. You could say everybody gets this email except for these 2 teams, and you would scroll down and say email selected teams. The system will pull up a template. It will default from your name, so you can change it to your league name. You must enter a valid from email address, subject. You can send any kind of an attachment if you'd like. So if you have a marketing flyer or some information you want to get out to your membership, you can upload a PDF doc or Word doc. And then you can use macros to personalize the body of the email and then send. I will click back on team on the left-hand side. I'm going to scroll down. I'll go next page. And I'm going to click on this men's open team. And click on roster player. This is where you can add and remove players. So let's say that Natalie Demo is being removed, as well as my test player. Then I will hit save. If you want to add players to teams and you don't see them here in this available players box, you need to first make sure that they have been cleared. So you will go to Players/Administrator on the left-hand side, Player Lookup, you have an application status drop-down. You want to select Pending All Applications and then hit the search button. You first want to make sure that players are marked accepted. You can either click on the word accepted And you also want to make sure that the age legal is selected. So when you click on the word, it checks everybody down, or you can unselect the ones that you haven't verified. With adults, you normally just select age legal, hit save application changes, and now they've been accepted into your league, you verified their age, and you can place them on a team. You can sort by application date, so show me all the players that have registered in the last week. You could sort by paid, gender, age, and also email from this page as well. If you manually need to add a player, you click on Add Player or Administrator. You would search for their name, and enter their birth date. The system is searching the whole Florida state database to see if there's a match from the first name, last name, and birth date provided. If there is, you'll be able to link to their original account. Otherwise, you'll click Create New Player. You'd select their gender, enter their birth date, their street address, city, zip code. Phone number, at least one is required, and an email address. And then you'd hit Save and Continue. So this is if you manually need to data entry in a player. You can also upload your data into the system by our CSV file, an Excel document. So I received their payment, I accept them, I verified their age, and you can drop them directly on a team from here. Create the application. If you needed to upload their photo, any other additional information, otherwise you just hit save. You can bypass the ELA, and then you would create their order and record that they gave you cash or check. Next is ID cards. This is where you could print out ID cards. You can do it either from the team roster or from this ID cards area here. Show me all players that have not been printed yet. The event manager is where you can create any kind of events, skill training, anything that you want to take as a separate registration than your regular seasonal registration. You can run reports such as player count reports, financial reports, team rosters to batch print for games, and you can also send an email or click on tech support. Tech support, we're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and on the weekends from 10 to 5:30. Sorry, 6:30. 10 to 6:30. So I'm going to go back to the team area, and I will say show me all my teams. I will click on this same team, the men's open team 1. So now my players are available to be placed back on this team. So you can click on one at a time and hit add player, or you can hold down your shift key and use the down arrow and add multiple players at the same time. You hit save players. Roster administrator is how you can add or remove the coach or team captain. Team roster is where you would see the team captain along with all the players on the team. If you were to apply to any competitions, tournaments, or leagues through the system, you would click on this tab. Anything available for registration would show up in this drop down, and you can register or apply a team in. I hope this video was helpful and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.